What's going on, Shady people? ShadyPenguinn here, bringing you another week of the GBA. This is week number 9, and before we get started, New York Mankeys! Show some Shady love, show some Mankey love to that like button right below this video. Support us in this battle. We are going up against Cooper, the Utah Jasmines, and a little scared. We're going to see what happens with this battle. He has a very, very good roster to choose from. We're going to go over the Pokemon that I brought this week. Pretty much looking the same. I have Real Bulk, the Golbat, Strong Grin, the Darmanitan, who hasn't been around in a while. I wanted some Volt Switch action, so I needed something else with U-Turn, Volt Turn, I should say. I have Manectric. I needed to bring Mega Manectric. I actually gave it Protect for one simple reason, for Cloyster. I really wanted to give this thing Protect so that I can outspeed before it Shell Smashes. Then we have Vaporeon, because he's been known to use a Choice Scarf Cloyster. So then I have Vaporeon, Breloom, and Ice Baby. So my core is weak to electricity, and he does have a Zapdos. It's going to be a little bit of a problem. I got to take that thing out as soon as possible, but we're going to see what happens. I'm going to hit Battle Start. Make sure you guys place your bets. MVP, who do you think is it going to be? Is it going to be Mega Manectric? Is it going to be Breloom? I don't know. Let's find out. Breloom is actually in the Life Orb. Let's see what he's got. Please don't have Chansey. He's got Suicune, Chansey, Whimsicott, Gallade. Oh my gosh, that's a problem. All right, so he has the Shadow Tag Gallade, so I got the tell. So I got to watch out for that. Common weaknesses on his team. He's got an electricity weakness, nothing that's immune to it, one thing that resists it. So Mega Manectric is going to be crucial. I'm actually going to open up with the Mega Manectric because Mega Manectric can go for a Protect. I'm honestly expecting, he's used the Choice Scarf Cloyster for like the past 2 or 3 weeks, so I'm really thinking he's going to have that again, especially if he opens up with it. I'm going to need my Manectric around. It's gonna be vital to winning this match. It really is. So we're going to see what happens. The only thing that really wants to handle Mega Manectric, I mean, Suicune is bulky, so it can take something, definitely. But the Chansey's going to be a problem as well. I'm going to have to use my Breloom on the Chansey. I think Breloom can one-shot a Chansey. I think. I could be wrong. Well, I know it can with like a Seed Bomb or something. There's no doubt about that. I was thinking Mach Punch for some reason. But there's no reason for me to go for the Mach Punch. We do have some good type advantage right now. But I'm scared of that Gallade. I'm also scared of the Gothitelle because I did not bring a Dark type move on my team, unfortunately. But I decided to bring the Vaporeon back one more time because I felt as though his team was going to be very bulky and stally, and I want to be able to counteract that with the Protect Toxic. I may have to stall my opponent during this match, which I mean is fine. I have no problem doing that. It's the GBA. I'm going to adapt the way I need to adapt to win. So, no, what's better than stall versus stall? Am I right? Am I right? Well, who knows if he's going to be stalling. He might just leave Cloyster and go for the win right away. By the way, if you guys were wondering, Breloom can not one-shot a Chansey. My goodness. Wow, never mind. Okay, never mind. Wow, that's sad. Okay, so Cooper issuing the challenge. Link in the description, of course. He opens up with Medi.exe. Actually opens up with the Chansey. Not a huge fan of that. The only thing that I'm happy about is that I will be getting my Mega Evolution off, Volt switching out, and then being able to outspeed that Cloyster even if he is Choice Scarfed with my Manectric. So I gotta create that opportunity for myself. Looking at his team, there's nothing on his team that wants to take two Flare Blitzes except for the Cloyster. So like for example, right now I switch into the Darmanitan, predicting a Toxic. I don't know who else I would switch into predicting a Toxic. If my Breloom was Poison Heal, I'd go right into that, but it's not, unfortunately. So, I mean, I guess I could go out into Real Bulk. I'm going to go out into Real Bulk in case this Chansey wants to set up the rocks as well. That is definitely a possibility. It's going to actually set up the rocks, so that was a perfect switch for us. We're going to be able to assess his team really quick. Nothing can be toxic. Nothing wants to be toxic. So I'm actually, it's either Super Fang or Toxic I go for right now. I'm actually going to go for the Toxic right here. Because if I have to, I have a Roost Stall. I can Roost Stall as well. I have a Vaporeon with Protect Stall, and then I have Golbat with Root Stall. So I'll be able to get rid of these rocks, no problem. He may switch out to the Gothitelle here and Shadow Tag me. I just realized that. That's definitely possible. That is definitely possible. And I don't know that I can actually deal with a Gothitelle. Then again, Golbat is really fat. And at least we'll have we'll be toxicking it in case it's a calm minding Gothitelle. So that'll be nice to get a Toxic on there, and he can't one-shot me with the Gothitelle, it doesn't look like at all. He can't even do 50% unless he gets a couple Calm Minds up. Which means by that point, I will Super Fang, I will Roost, I will dwindle it down as I need to. Toxic is really obvious right now, but he knows I've been using Super Fang throughout the series, so he might also predict the Super Fang. Either way, I would love to Toxic this thing, I'd love to Toxic his Suicune. I would not like to see his Cloyster right now. Cloyster would be the one thing that I would really, it would upset me to see his Cloyster. It really would, without a doubt. It would hurt a little bit. Definitely hurt. Because Golbat's not living that, and I don't know who can live that at that point. I don't think anyone can. I could go out into my Manectric at the -1, but my Manectric is crucial to winning this match entirely. So he is going to go out into the Gregor. Gregor is the Suicune, so I'm guessing this is a rest Suicune. Just by the fact that he brought this in on a potential Toxic, I'm pretty sure he's going to be rest. Now, I can hope I can force the rest by going for a Super Fang here, or Super Fang. Which I believe I am going to do because I think he might want to take the opportunity to set up a Calm Mind, or possibly, if he doesn't know the bulk of Golbat, go for an Ice Beam. I do want to get rid of these Stealth Rocks, obviously, because he does have the advantage right now, but if we can get a Hyper Fang off, then force him to rest the following turn. Super Fang, I keep saying Hyper Fang. I'll get a Super Fang off, that'll cut him down by half. We do outspeed, and he goes for the Ice Beam. That is perfect because you're not 2 KOing me, and plus I outspeed, so that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. We do see the leftovers, but the Toxic is going to take its toll. I'm going to feel free right now to go for the Defog and get rid of these rocks, because I'm pretty sure he's going to want to either switch out or rest up, because this Suicune is really low already. So let's go for the Defog, because we could take Ice Beams for days. I'm going to go for the Defog. Let's see what he goes for. Is he going to go for another Ice Beam, or is he going to Calm Mind? If he Calm Minds, he'll be upset. He's actually going to rest up right away like I had thought. That's fine by me because even if he has Ice Beam, Scald, because we already seen Rest, and then Sleep Talk, that's fine by me because I can just go for another Super Fang right here. Let's go for the Super Fang, cut something in half in case he decides to switch out. Nope, he's going to stay in, so he's definitely going to go for a Sleep Talk. Even though we can't Toxic him at this point, we can hope that he doesn't go for a Calm Mind. It'd be the worst case scenario. But Rest, maybe he only has Scald. Yep, he only has 2 attacking moves. So I'm not too worried at all. As long as he doesn't get a burn, we'll be fine. No burn, thankfully. I can take this time to... I could Roost Up. I'm going to go ahead and Roost Up this turn. I was thinking about it. He's probably going to stay in and just Sleep Talk again. So like I said, I knew this match was going to be a bit stally. Basically, I want to get to the point where I force him to go for another rest, and on that turn, I can switch into my Manectric, because he's going to go for a Sleep Talk here. He knows, and I've learned now... Oh, he uses Rest, so that fails. We're going to go for the Super Fang here, and then he is going to actually wake up on the following turn, be able to get a Scald or an Ice Beam off. Let's go for the Super Fang. As he wakes up, it's not going to do... I mean, it's going to do half his HP, which is nice, but I don't want to switch out just yet. I would actually like to get him to rest one more time on this following turn, because he's probably going to go for an attack here. I don't think he'll rest up right here. He actually does. Wow, okay. He's going to rest up right there. So now comes the time where I actually have to decide. I don't think anything on my team can one-shot this thing. I don't have the U-turn. Not that it would matter. My Golbat's at full HP. I could go ahead and go out into my Vaporeon, set up a Wish, and then switch out. I don't want to go into Breloom, because if he goes for an Ice Beam, that's going to be huge. So let's go out into Manectric at this point. I'm pretty sure my opponent knows that not that I don't have the patience for stall at all. It's just that right now it doesn't seem ideal to stay in when I can go out into Manectric and get a butt ton of damage off in this thing. Now that I know that he's not Calm Minding, I'm not as fearful of this Suicune, but still, Gregor is still going to be a pain in the butt. He's going to go for the Sleep Talk. Please get rest. Please get rest. Please get rest. Don't get ice. Don't get... Yes, okay. Ice Beam is better than Scald. Ice Beam is better than Scald. So that's going to do 42 damage. And now we are free to... I can go for a Thunderbolt here. Although I don't think it's going to do too much. But knowing that I outspeed everything on his team... let's see. Suicune... Yeah, oh, Thunderbolt does a lot. He's not even going to want to stay in. I'm going to go for the Volt Switch because there's no way he's going to want to stay in. There's no way. Volt Switch itself does over half. So that's fine by me. That is fine by me. He is going to withdraw as I go for the Volt Switch. Nothing on his team wants to take it except for the Chansey. Goes back out into the Chansey. I love the Battle Network reference right there in the .exe because that's exactly, I'm pretty sure that's what he's referencing because his shout out when I battled him was Jack in. So I'm assuming Mega Man Battle Network. So now that we have this Chansey here, I can actually go ahead. The Suicune's asleep. I'm pretty sure I feel comfortable going out into my Darmanitan. I don't know if Darmanitan can one-shot, though. Darmanitan, Chansey. I am choice banded. Nope, I don't think it can. It looks like it has a chance. It looks like it has a chance. Let's go ahead and go for that right now. This is like probably the best opportunity I will have to kill this thing. So we can go for the, well actually, will a superpower kill? A superpower has a better chance of killing, but then he has the opportunity to go on to something else, and I'm choice banded. So I could U-turn out, predicting a switch. I'm gonna go for the Flare Blitz though, because it'll hit everything on his team really, really hard. Even Suicune can't take 2 choice banded Flare Blitzes, especially since he's asleep. I know I'll outspeed on the following turn because my Golbat outsped, and my Darmanitan is faster than my Golbat. So, let's see if we can get some kills today. Let's see. Okay, Flare Blitz, can you take it out? Please. Come on, come on, come on. Yes! Chansey goes down to Darmanitan. That is amazing. That's exactly the reason I brought this Darmanitan. Because Chansey was, I opted to bring Darmanitan instead of Crawdon. Darmanitan kills Chansey. So, and I didn't want to lock myself with the superpower because the Gothitelle is there. And it could just set up all over me if I was into superpower. It would resist. It would be ridiculous. I would not appreciate it. Meanwhile, nothing on his team. He could go out into the Cloyster right now, which is probably his best switch. Because, unless he thinks I'm choice Scarf, but I think by that damage he knows that I'm banded. Cloyster can easily kill me with a Rock Blast. No doubt about it. And I would have to sacrifice something. And I don't know what that would be. But I kind of would want to save my Darmanitan for other things. Because the Cloyster is an issue that my Manectric can take care of. Now that half of his core is gone, being Chansey Suicune, I believe, being his core, we're going to have a little bit of an easier time. Our core is fully intact. We have Vaporeon. He actually goes, he decides to go out into the Sleep Talk Suicune. Pretty risky play. Because there's only one move he can get. Well, not really risky because he can take it like a boss. So, we're going to go ahead and switch out. I don't really want to go on into Manectric. I don't want my Manectric to get to the point where an Ice Shard can kill me. So I'm not going to go on into Manectric. I'm actually going to go on into Golbat, get a Super Fang off, try to get the Suicune back to sleep again. Because that's what we're going to have to do to win this. We have to get him to a point where he's going to rest up on the switch-in of our... Goes for the Ice Beam. That will be super effective, but it does not do too much because it's real bulk of a Golbat. And hopefully Golbat doesn't feel like stopping its motion anytime soon. Let's go for the Super Fang. Really hoping he doesn't rest up right now. RNG, please be with me. Well, that's not for his rest, but as far as when the Sleep Talk rolls, because I might have to hard switch again into my Manectric, but I can't take a Scald. And the only thing stopping that Cloyster is going to be my Manectric. Oh, so I can't hard switch out to that. But I'm really happy that Chansey's gone. I'm really happy that Chansey's gone. We are currently 4-4, by the way, New York Mankeys. We are nowhere near out of the playoffs. We have a perfectly good chance of getting into the playoffs. That's for darn sure. That is for darn certain. So, don't lose hope. Don't lose sight. We've got this. We'll get it all night. Wins, that is. So we'll go for a Super Fang, cut his HP in half. And Suicune is going to go for the Ice Beam. That is fantastic. Because on this turn... Oh, is that a crit? That's a crit. And the freeze! Oh my gosh. Come on, Golbat. I'm going to try to roost right now. I'm just going to try to get out of this. Oh, no, wait. I should have switched out. He's going to go on into Gothitelle. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, please. Please. It doesn't matter. I can't believe if we lose our 9th week to hacks, I really wanted to win this one. We're so close to playoffs. We are so close. That freeze crit. That freeze crit. I guarantee you he's switching out. I mean, he might just want to pick off this Golbat, which honestly would be preferred. I would love that. That would be fantastic. Because who knows how long I'm going to stay frozen for. Who knows? And I can't hard switch out into my... I mean, I could go out. I mean, Vaporeon shuts this thing down, obviously, but Vaporeon can't really do anything to it either. I'm just going to go for Scalds and Ice Beams and Wishes. So I can't. I should have just switched down to Vaporeon right here. I mean, Vaporeon can get frozen too. Water seems more likely to get frozen than a bat. Look at him just standing there again for the second time this season. Golbat wants to get frozen. I am so done. I am so done with everything. Come on now, Tom. Why, Tom? Tom, why are you doing this to me, Tom? Why? Why? Ugh. Alright, he's going to stay in. I'm going to be frozen, and my opponent's going to go for another Ice Beam. So, that's okay. I'll live it on 14. And I think at this point, I have to switch out into Vaporeon. I know what's best for me. Let's switch out into Vaporeon. My Golbat, I can pass a Wish to at some point. There's not going to be any Stealth Rocks in this field. I have no Stealth Rocks to put up, and my opponent's Chansey is gone. So, it seems kind of pointless for me to send Vaporeon in, but it's the best thing I could do right now. I kind of have to go for a Toxic here. I already know my opponent's full moveset. I'm going to go for a Toxic. Basically, I want to force my opponent to switch and then try to pass a Wish off to my Golbat. Or preferably pass a Wish off to my Manectric. Let it come in, take an Ice Beam, and pass a Wish off. So, let's go for the Toxic here. We're not going to go for the Scald because my opponent could actually switch. Oop, he's going to switch out. Going to switch out. As Comet Woman, is that going to be... Yep, I knew that was going to be Gothitelle. Well, we got a Toxic off, so it won't be able to set up an insane amount on us. We can actually go ahead and go for a Scald on this turn. Having that thing Toxic is probably really going to help us. It's going to prevent a sweep. And plus, we're out here with our Protect Vaporeon. Wish Protect Vaporeon. So, I think he's going to set up a Calm Mind first turn. I'm going to go for a Scald here. I don't think he can do too much to me turn 1. I mean, it might bot me. I might go for Thunderbolt and bot me. But I feel like it's going to go for a Calm Mind predicting a Protect. So, I would much rather just get some damage off and then go... Oh, goes for the Taunt! Oh, that's a little bit of a problem. I'm really glad I went for Scald. I am really glad I went for Scald. That's going to do decent damage. Alright, that's not bad at all. That Scald is going to matter a lot because honestly, this Gothitelle's only going to have 2 more turns in it if it wants to stay in. Which at this point, being Toxic and taking that Scald damage, it's not going to appreciate anything. Not at all. So Core Baby putting in the work finally late to the game. Goes for the light. Oh, going to set up screens. Alright. Alright, setting up the screens. Which means it's going to take the Scald much, much better. Does Gothitelle get recovered? If it gets recover, I'm going to be really upset. I might just forfeit if this thing gets recover. It does not. Alright, cool. So it doesn't get recover. Maybe it'll also be rest. But I think that another Scald is going to take it out. My opponent's going to be forced to switch out right here. But that Gothitelle is pretty much useless at this point unless my opponent has something to pass a Wish off, which I don't think he does. So Core Baby putting in the finest. Gonna set up the Reflect as your dying Wish, which I mean is definitely gonna help. But if my Taunt wears off this turn, which I think it might, there's a chance that it will. Okay, so Vaporeon actually kills Gothitelle. And we are up 2 right now in this game. I'm really glad I didn't trade my Vaporeon away. I was really close to trading away the Vaporeon because I hadn't used it in the first like 5 or 6 weeks, and then I started using it. And look at Vaporeon putting in the work. Getting things Toxic, having the Wish, the Taunt didn't wear off. But we can switch out now, which is nice. Cold Man. Oh, that's going to be the gosh darn. Did my Taunt wear off? Oh, it did wear off. I went for a Toxic. I just wanted to check. He went for the Shell Smash. Would have loved, absolutely would have loved to have gotten a Scald off on this thing, because that would have done a butt ton of damage. Also burning it, reducing its attack. Unfortunately, now we're going to have to play the game of can I live one thing from a Cloyster? I mean, Rock Blast. Oh, it's Lum! At +2, I think I could take one hit because I resist both the stab. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and go for the Scald. Maybe I can get the burn. If not, this will do a butt ton of damage. And this was not the Choice Scarf Cloyster that we've seen in the past. This was the Lumberry Cloyster, which was very good by my opponent. If I had gone for the Scald on the first turn instead of... I was just checking. I shouldn't have checked. I should have just went for the best move. Icicle Spear goes for the resisted hit, telling me... Oh, you're not King's Rock, though, so we're not flinching. That's good. First crit of the day of the Icicle Spear. First crit right back there, if you guys can see that shirt right over there. First one. And let's see if we can get a burn. That would be awful nice if we can get a burn. Because if we get a burn, we can actually Wish Protect. Wow, that... Okay, you're invested? Whoa. I feel like Scald should do a lot more than that. I'm not going to Protect. I'm just going to go ahead and Scald again, because I don't want another Shell Smash coming my way. That would be absolutely disgusting. And as long as he doesn't get another crit, we'll actually be able to take one more after this. So... Oh, maybe we won't be. Never mind. We can't take it. Unless we get a burn. Come on. 2 Scalds, please. He got the Freeze Hacks. Get the burn. He got the Freeze Hacks. Get the burn. He got the Freeze Hacks. Get the burn. Yes! 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 That is a balance. That is justice. That is a balance if I ever saw one. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you, GameFreak. Thank you, GameFreak. I actually feel comfortable going for a Wish right here. He can do whatever he wants. Still going for the Icicle Spear, telling me he does not pack the Rock Blast. We are going to take this Icicle Spear to the bank, deposit it into our account. Now that he's burned, our core baby is... Oh, wait. We're going to live on 4. We're going to live on 4, get a Wish up, and go for a Protect. Even if he wants to go for a Shell Smash, I'm fine with that. Go for a Shell Smash. This Cloyster is done. Not going to destroy my team. That's all that matters. I'm not getting swept. That burn was really lucky, but it was straight balance. 10% Ice Beam. He got a 10% freeze chance, and I got a 30% burn chance. So you know what? There's really no room for complaining. Let's go for Protect here. And as much as I would love to try to pass this Wish off to something else, I am just going to go for a Protect, because I know after I get this Wish, I am going to be able to take, even if he goes for another Shell Smash, I can take another Icicle Spear. No problem. So we are going to reveal the Protect here. He does go for that second Shell Smash, predicting the Protect, which is fine by me. Honestly, fine by me. At this point, I might as well fish for the second Protect, which is a 50% chance. And he'll die to burn if I get that second Protect. It was not worth the risk to me to lose this Vaporeon and go for a Scald, because if he had gone for an Icicle Spear, I would have been done. So that risk versus reward would not pay off for me. So we're going to go for another Protect. There's no reason to do anything else, because he'll die to burn. And let's see if we get it. Come on, core baby. Oh! Oh my goodness! Woo-hoo! Wow. Wow. So I got a 30% chance Scald and a 50% chance 50% chance Protect, while my opponent got a 10% chance Ice Beam. All right, now I'd say we're perfectly even. Because he only had a 10% chance. I had an 80% chance. Okay, yeah, so we're... Light Screen's actually going to wear off too. That is good. Oh, that's why the Scald didn't do as much. The Light Screen. Well, Vaporeon getting another kill. And at this point, I feel really comfortable. Got rid of a huge threat. His Gothitelle is just about down, I believe. Actually, Gothitelle is already down, isn't it? Gothitelle is down. Vaporeon already knocked that thing to the ground. So, Windman is going to come out. Windman being the, this gosh darn thing. I think I'm actually just going to Toxic... Oh, he's probably going to sub, isn't he? He's going to sub up, so let's go out into Darmanitan, because he is going to sub up. I would think that he's going to predict the Toxic and go for a substitute. Whimsicott can be quite the nuisance. Quite the nuisance. Basically, when I go into Darmanitan, I'm going to have to U-turn. I can't lock myself into anything else. There's just no way. There's no way at all. He's going to get some damage off on me, of course. But I'll break the sub and bring my Manectric in, who will be able to handle appropriately most of his remaining Pokemon. So I don't think I felt. I mean, I think the Mankeys are coming through. The players are just doing exactly what they need to. Getting that extra protect. The focus that Vaporeon had in that moment was completely incredible. Completely incredible. Which Vaporeon will be just. Oh, he goes straight up for a Moonblast. Actually, predicting the switch. So we're gonna get hit with a Moonblast, of course. The Reflect is gonna wear off, which is gonna allow me to go for the U-turn here. No reason to do anything else. He might actually take out my Whimsicott. Whoa. He might actually take out my Darmanitan with his Whimsicott. He's going to actually withdraw, though, out into the Suicune, I'm assuming. And that right there is going to seal the game for me. Because there's no screens up, I can go out into Manectric, who will then be able to go for the Thunderbolt, one-shot this Suicune. Actually, at that range, I can go for a Volt Switch. But I kind of want to be locked. I kind of want to be in with my Manectric. Like, I kind of want this thing to be just chilling in here. I want it to be in here. So, we're going to go on into Manectric, get a Pointless Intimidate off. We can score a Thunderbolt here and take out the Suicune. And no matter what he switches into, it's going to do a lot of damage to. The Whimsicott is not going to take it very well, even with resisting it. Then I can follow up with a Flamethrower. So, let's go for the Thunderbolt here. Let's see if he stays in. Let's see if he stays in. I'll be honest, I just started thinking about the possibility of getting a 6-0 in the GBA, which the Mankeys could not pull off last season. We never even pulled off a 5-0, so if we can get a 5-0 today, that'd be awesome. But I'm going to keep my focus on winning the game and not so much the score. Although upping our differential would really help us because we had some pretty rough games this season. No matter what, some people say no matter what, Volt Switch is my best move, but I really think that Thunderbolt is my best move because I don't think Whimsicott is going to take it too well. We do have to beat a Whimsicott unless he's Choice Scarfed. Thunderbolt still does 40%, and then we get switch to Flamethrower. I do think, however, he is going to most likely stay in. I don't think his Gallade... Oh, he's going to switch out. Okay, he switches out. Let's see if he goes into the Glade. Nope, goes out into Windman, the Whimsicott. And I'm guessing that means that this thing is definitely Choice Scarfed. It is definitely Choice Scarfed, I feel like. I don't know what it wants to do to me, but it's definitely Choice Scarfed. I mean, its Moonblast can do a good amount. It actually has a chance to OHKO us. So I'm gonna go ahead, as much as I wanted the 6-0, I'm gonna make the smart play, and I'm gonna sacrifice my Real Bulk. I'm gonna sacrifice Real Bulk, just predicting the fact that this thing is Scarfed. He had no other Scarfers on his team. Oh, why did the Screen Cap? Oh, the Screen Capture didn't freeze. Golbat's frozen. So he actually did go for the Giga Drain, which means that. Oh, he's leftovers. He's not Scarfed at all. How did we not see that last time? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Wow, so we could have just killed him. All right. At that point, let's go on into Darmanitan. Let's go on into Darmanitan. Let's do it. Let's go on into Darmanitan right now. Now let's preserve the 6-0. Forget it. We know we can take a Moonblast. We know we can take a Giga Drain. I don't know what else you have for me. He's going to go for the Moonblast, though. We know we can take that. Now I know for a fact that, Oh, we can't take that. Okay. It's a crit! Of course. We should have just let the gosh darn Golbat go. But to be honest, my Darmanitan is not Scarf, so the Whimsicott would have outsped. So even if I had left my Golbat in and then gone on into my Darmanitan, you know what's going to happen already. So my Manectric should be able to take this thing out at this point. Unless he's max special defense. Which would stink. I might go into Mamoswine here. I might go into Mamoswine and go for an Icicle Crash. Just because I really don't want my Manectric dying at all. I have no desire to let my Manectric die. Yeah, let's go into Mamoswine. I think that my Mamoswine is actually going to go down. I'm going to tempt him to go for the Giga Drain. I want that to be a really tempting thing. Then again, I kind of want him to... He's going to predict this. He can't one-shot me. I can go for the EQ. and predict the Suicune. I haven't made any predictions this game. I don't know why that's happening. I'm gonna go for the EQ predicting Suicune. No! Cotton Guard. Cotton Guard. Cotton Guard. Guarding his cotton, ladies and gentlemen. He's guarding his cotton. Icicle Crash would not have killed. Obviously. Wow, is that a crit? That's a crit. My goodness. Well, Icicle Crash would have killed with that crit. On the off chance he's cheeky and he goes for a lead seed, I'm actually now, we're gonna sacrifice Golbat. I did start focusing on the score a little bit. I do apologize for that. But the only reason why I switched out into Darmanitan is because I knew I could live a Moonblast without that crit. I would have lived it. So he's gonna go for Giga Drain again. That's gonna take Real Bulk out. Okay, Real Bulk's gonna live it too. Real Bulk is gonna live it too. My opponent's gonna gain more HP, but I know for a fact that a Flamethrower is gonna be able to take out this Whimsicott from this range. It was just a little high before, a little too close for comfort. So let's go ahead and go for a Roost on the off chance we both outspeed and defrost. So he goes for the Moonblast. That's going to take my Golbat out. Golbat's still frozen even though he's fainted. Now he'll... okay, there you go. Nice and floppy. Nice and floppy. So we're going to be able to go on into Manectric now, go for the Flamethrower, and we should be good. Completely, if I would have... Wow. I'm sorry, guys. Had I seen the leftovers instead of being foolish and excited about the game, I would have known that he wasn't Scarfed and I could have gotten a Flamethrower off. Could have very easily gotten a Flamethrower off. So let's go for that Flamethrower now. Like we should have, I don't know, years ago. Literally 2 Pokemon ago. Now the Gallade can actually take on my Manectric. To be honest. If he's Assault Vest. If he's Assault Vest, he can take on my Manectric very well. Although I can just Volt Switch out into my Vaporeon and kind of handle myself. Which, if that's what it comes down to, so be it. I still have not seen... What have I seen on this thing? Cotton Guard. No Leech Seed. So maybe he does... He probably has Substitute, though. So Cotton Guard, Moonblast, and Giga Drain. But we should be good. I'm confident in this battle. I really am. I'm definitely confident. I'm upset that I didn't see the leftovers earlier and I could have gone for Flamethrower and completely... ended this such a long time ago. But surprised he's taking so long. I guess he's trying to figure out if he should switch into his Gallade. But I don't think that would be the best thing to do. Oh, okay, maybe his Gallade is Choice Scarfed. Even if he's Choice Scarfed, he doesn't outspeed. So he goes actually out into the Suicune, which is fine by me because I'll just follow up and get the kill with Thunderbolt. I'm not going to bother. Why would I go for a Volt Switch? I want to be in with this Manectric. I want to be in with this Manectric when everything else comes out. So let's go ahead and go for a Thunderbolt here. And I believe that'll be... I'm pretty sure he brought the Suicune in to die. I don't think he's going to switch out again. Mega Manectric kills Suicune. I'm going to type that in because I really believe that that's going to happen. Who died? Golbat and Darmanitan died. So that's going to be a dead Suicune right there. No chance of living that. We didn't need a crit for that one. Did not need a crit. I'm going to let Sarah know she can come over now. Yeah. Okay, so this Proto Man... Ooh, nice nickname. I'm going to go right out into my... Well, I outspeed, so let's Volt Switch. Let's Volt Switch, and since we outspeed. Let's see how much that does. Ooh, that does a decent amount. A decent amount. And let's see. We can go out. Let's go out into our Vaporeon. Let's go right out into Vaporeon. What did he just go for? Bulk Up. Assault Vest Bulk Up. Alright, well, we're definitely going to have to Toxic you right now. We're definitely going to have to Toxic you right now. I know that my Vaporeon can take a hit. So, thankfully, I did bring this Toxic Stally factor to my team in Core Baby. Because we can go for the Toxic here. Not going to bother going for a Protect for extra leftovers. That really is not my style. Just because when I see a setup move, I don't want to risk it. I don't want them setting up another bulk up on a protect. That's ridiculous. Judging by the damage Volt Switch did, we know that this thing is Assault Vest. Wait a minute. It can't be Assault Vest because he's using bulk up. Oh, so Gallade is just fat. Gallade is just fat because that Volt Switch did not do, like, anything. It didn't do anything. So hopefully this thing is not Lum. If this thing is Lum as well, I will be upset. I will be a sad cat. Unless we just saw leftovers, which we might have. I'm pretty sure we just saw leftovers. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but the New York Mankeys are going to win this one if it's the last thing I do. You can't go for a Shadow Sneak. I don't think a Drain Punch will kill me, even if he's at +1. No, it will not. So we'll get our Toxic off, then we can Wish, we can Protect, we can do all the fun stuff that fun people do. I think right now he's just trying to weigh out, am I going to Protect for leftovers or am I going to go straight away for a Toxic? Am I going to go for a Scald to fish for a burn? What am I going to do? I'm not going for a Scald because I want as much damage as possible, and Toxic is going to be the answer to that as long as he doesn't have a Lum. He already had one Pokemon with a Lum Berry, so I would be really surprised if this one has a Lum as well. Just kidding, we saw the leftovers. Goes for the knockoff, so I won't have my leftovers recovery, which is definitely unfortunate. But seeing how much knockoff did, I think we could actually live a Drain Punch. So he's going to take Toxic damage, which is exactly what I want. And I'm going to go ahead and go for a Wish here because I really think I can live a Drain Punch. I really do. Otherwise, I'd go for a Protect. But I really do think that I can live a Drain Punch. Plus, my Manectric also... Oh, he goes for Drain Punch. Can we live it? Yes, we can, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I know Wish is going to help him gain his HP back, but in the long run, it's going to be the best move possible. It's definitely going to be the best move possible because the Toxic damage will start to rack up. We'll be fine. We can go for a Protect here. He's probably going to go for a Bulk Up, predicting the Protect. But like I said, oh, actually, is it worth it? No, it's not worth it. Let's go for a Protect. He can go straight away for a Bulk Up. That's fine. And he'll gain more HP back. I understand. It's no big deal. He is going to go for that Bulk Up right there. It just was not worth the risk for me. Now, I don't think... where was I at the last one? I can live one more. I can live one more. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm not going to Wish anymore. I'm actually just going to go for the Scald, even though it's not going to do too much damage. It'll do enough. Actually, we should Protect. We just protected, you foolish fool. So let's go for the Scald because it'll be two turns of damage. It'll be 2 turns of damage. So that's definitely worth it for me. If my Vaporeon has to go down, so be it. I understand. When someone gets set up, you got to make sacrifices. You got to sacrifice some things, and those things have to be sacrificed. His last Pokemon is the Whimsicott, who my Manectric is going to take out. I think my Manectric is going to clean this game up. We have a chance of living this, definitely. And we do live it. He's going to get HP back, but we're going to take some of it away with a Scald. And Toxic's going to take a lot more of it away. So he might go for another Bulk Up here. I'd much rather go for the Protect and get an extra turn of Toxic, because watch how much this Toxic does. Look at that. Boom. Look at all that. So after one more turn, for example, after this turn right here, he might go for a Bulk Up predicting a Protect. I'm sure he will, but it's really not going to matter in the long run, because I think 2 more turns of Toxic is actually going to take him out. And if not, I will go out into my Mamoswine, go for the Choice Scarf Ice Shard. I can't go into Manectric, because this thing Ooh, he went for the Drain Punch. This thing packs the Shadow Sneak, usually. So Manectric, I don't know if he wants to take a plus, it'll be at what, +1? I don't know if he wants to take a +1 Shadow Sneak. So look at how much Toxic does. Toxic might actually take him out this turn. I'm gonna fish for another Protect. Let's fish for the other Protect. Vaporeon, you did it once! You did it once. Do you want to get another kill? Vaporeon, do you want to get another kill? That's my question. What's your answer? Let me know. Let me know in the comment section below. Will I get this second Protect? Nope. It would be way too lucky. So Drain Punch is going to take us out. Actually, with that little bit extra HP, I think he is going to live one more Toxic. Oh, you know what? I can go into my Manectric because I have Protect. And that's why I put Protect on here, fully knowing that something that with running a Toxic stall strategy mixed into my offensive team, because I don't have a very defensive team. It's not very bulky. So we could go out into Breloom, go for a Mach Punch, but that's resisted. So let's go out into Manectric. Breloom did not even see the field this week. Did not even see the field. And we're going to be able to just go for a protect, as I'm sure he's going to go for a shadow sneak. There's no reason for me to do anything else. And I don't think he's expecting the protect. And there it is. Because I've not used protect on this Manectric yet in the GBA. So, drain punch is there. He actually didn't have the shadow sneak, went for the drain punch. So, I had to go for the safer move though. I did not want to risk the shadow sneak and me taking all that damage. Proto Man, actually Vaporeon is going to get the kill for Proto Man. Because Vaporeon kills, what's his name? Gallade, Toxic, and then Vaporeon died. Now we have this Whimsicott left. Let's just go for the Flamethrower. And that should bring us to the end of the game. Like I said, probably could have ended a lot sooner had I realized that this was leftover. So that's my own fault. I do apologize for that. But I think we ended up coming out on top regardless. 3-0 is a pretty solid victory. Not quite the 6 or 5-0 that we were reaching for, but hey, at this point, we're close to the playoffs. I'll take every win we can get as the Mankeys. I am wondering what his thought process is here. Is he going to try to stall me out? Nope. Okay, good. So we're just going to get the Flamethrower off. This Whimsicott is going to go down, and that is going to be the game. And that leads the New York Mankeys into a point that we are 5 wins, 4 losses. So New York Mankeys, hashtag New York Mankeys Cup, because we are getting that cup this season. We are getting it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Your support for the New York Mankeys really does mean everything. It means everything. Come back next week to see how we do in Week 10. Make sure you check out Utah Jasmine's channel. It's in the description below. Have yourselves a good day. But above all else, keep it shady.